sight will be dazzled. Dazzled by what? By seeing the moon darkened and the sun joining moon in this. Now, what is the meaning of joining moon in this? Why do you say sun will also be darkened? This is explained by a hadith of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in which he said that the Mahdi, our Mahdi, when he appears, two heavenly signs will be shown in his favor, which have never been shown before in favor of any other claimant. And the words of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam are, "Inna le Mahdina ayatayn lam tukuna munzu khalqi samawati wal ard. Awwaluha an yankasifa al-qamaru fi awwali laylatin min Ramadana wa tankasifu ash-shamsu fi an-nisfi minhu wa lam tukuna munzu khalqi samawati wal ard." He said, for our Mahdi. You know, the title of Mahdi is perhaps quite familiar nowadays. Imam Mahdi you have heard, and at least you must have heard of the bloody Mahdi who appeared in Sudan. So that means Prophet Muhammad ﷺ predicted many a Mahdi to appear. How will you recognize the Mahdi who is prophesied by Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah as belonging to him? This was the question raised by him. He said, for our Mahdi there will be two signs which cannot be tampered with at all by human beings. They are heavenly signs, completely out of human control, out of human reach. Awwaluha, the first of them is that the moon will be eclipsed, and on the first night. And the second is that the sun will be eclipsed in the middle of the days. These things, both these signs will appear in one single month, and the name of that month will be Ramadan. And this as a sign has never appeared before. Now, so many conditions are put together. That is why the word Jum'ah, they will be brought together, is spoken of, is used instead of saying sun will also darken. They will not darken separately at different times. They will be brought together as a sign, packed in a small short space of 1 month. And the name of that month is also mentioned as Ramadan. So the question is, did this sign appear in favor of Masih Maud, whom we call the promised Messiah, or not? No, it's a matter of history. You can go to any observatory or write to them to send you the records of the period which I am going to tell. Exactly the same thing happened, which had been predicted from that time 1300 years before. Hazrat Masih Maud al-Islam, the founder of the Ahmadiyya community, officially declared the Jamaat on 23rd of March, only 2 days ago in this year, but 23rd of March of 1889. And he claimed to be the Mahdi, the Messiah, all that was predicted about the future reformer. And there was no sign of any sun or moon's eclipse, and for them to be eclipsed together in 1 month, this was completely out of reach for any man. The observatories of that period also never mentioned such a thing, because I have discussed this matter with knowledgeable people, highly knowledgeable people. They say such a prediction is even today is not possible, because the moon's phases are so variable that it's not possible for us to definitely determine that these things will happen in 1 month and also will be seen from one single horizon. It's another problem which is related to this. You know, sun can be eclipsed and moon can be eclipsed together in 1 month, but moon can be seen eclipsed from one area and the sun from the other. Both cannot be seen together from one single horizon. This is a single vantage point appearing in the same horizon. So this These were all the problems involved. And every non-Ahmadi scholar Muslim, not every, but many of course, started demanding from him, all right, if you are true Mahdi or true Messiah, show us the sign. How can you have the moon eclipsed and the sun eclipsed exactly according to the description of the prophecy? In 1894, this appeared. Exactly as it had been predicted. On the 13th of Ramadan that year, the moon was eclipsed. And on the 28th of that Ramadan, the sun was eclipsed as well. Now the only question which remains to be discussed is, how can these two dates be called the first and the middle? We believe, and which is scientific, and there is no other possibility left to us but to believe that by the first, he meant the first of the eclipse nights. By the middle day, he meant the middle of the eclipse days of the sun. And they are fixed by God and they cannot be changed. The moon always gets eclipsed either on the 13th or 14th or 15th. These are the three fixed days because they relate to the relationship between the movement of moon, earth and the sun. Similarly, sun can never be eclipsed beyond the three dates of 27th, 28th, 29th. And 28th is the middle. 13th is the first of the moon's eclipse. So the founder of the Ahmadiyya community not only pointed out to this, but also mentioned that your own scholars earlier had been interpreting it like this. They said the moon will be eclipsed on the 13th. Where did they read that it would be eclipsed on the 13th? While it was said on the 1st. So it had to be the first of the moon, of the nights of eclipse of moon, and the middle day of the days of the eclipse of the sun. By way of further argument, he pointed out that the moon of the first night is highly questionable in the sense whether it appeared or did not. A very thin slice it is, and even the slightest shadows cast by some dust hanging in the horizon or clouds, etc., makes it disappear altogether. And the life is so short, the lifespan of the first moon, that it lasts, say, from 10 to 15 or half an hour, no more. So if a cloud covers it or dust particles obscure it, it will not be seen anyway. Now, on top of that, if it is eclipsed, how can you see it? Eclipse can only be noticed if the remaining part of the moon is visible and only a small part becomes invisible. So, the eclipse the moon of the crescent, eclipse the crescent and it will disappear. And the time-old debate will continue once again. The mullahs, the religious clergy would say it did not eclipse, it did not appear. What do you mean by eclipse? It never appeared. And poor Imam Mahdi, he would say, no, it appeared, but we couldn't see it because it was eclipsed. So it is stupid to interpret things in a manner which are contrary to the nature created by God and contrary to the human experience. Impossible. It can't happen like that. But the third and the clinching argument is this, that Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah, the founder of Islam, is known and universally accepted by all Muslims to have the best command of Arabic after the Holy Quran. His Arabic, the quality of his Arabic is beyond a shadow of doubt, most excellent. Every Arab knows that the moon of the first three nights is referred to as crescent, hilal, never as qamar. When the moon, people speak of the moon of the first three nights, they always refer to it as al-hilal. And in English, it is referred to as crescent.